Hey, this is Christy Whitman with the Quantum Success Show, where you can get your information and inspiration to create your desires. So today I'm going to talk about health and the law of attraction and the limiting beliefs that we literally create, that we hear from other people saying about health or any other subject for that matter. But this is a very personal one for me, and I'm going to take you to the Disney cruise.
Hey, this is Christy Whitman, and I'm on the Disney cruise, and I have a cold. I actually wanted to share something with you because I realized that I have a belief that's kept me from, it's actually getting me to get colds. And when I became a mom, or right before I became a mom, people would always say to me, oh, when you become a mom, you're going to be sick all the time because your kids are going to be sick all the time. So I started to think those thoughts, and I started to believe it. And then when I became a mom, well, what happened was I would get sick when my kids would get sick. So it's become a solidified belief. So what happened was my friend, who I train with 3 days a week, work out with, she has a little girl. She's adorable. I love her so much. Her name is Crystal. She's a year old. She's always sick, chronically sick. She's always walking into daycare, as cute as beautiful as she is. She's always got a runny nose. Monday before we left, she comes walking in. All of us are healthy. Nobody's sick. We're all excited to go on the cruise. And she walks in with a runny nose. And I said to Kendra, my friend, I said, if we get sick, I'm going to kick your butt. Well, the next day, Maxim got sick. A couple days later, now I'm sick. So here I am on the cruise. And as we were getting on the ship, I said to my husband, you know, if I'm really a deliberate creator, which I am, then it shouldn't matter, you know, if someone else is sick. I should have a really healthy immune system. So I wanted to share with you my thought process to get me to where I am at, and then declare to the universe, to you, that I am now focused on total well-being in my body, and that's going to be my reality. As a deliberate creator, that's what I am going to create. That I have such a strong, healthy immune system that when I'm around other people that are sick, it won't matter. So I wanted to show you that became my reality because someone implemented the thought. I accepted it, like, oh, that's what's going to happen. And so, because I believed that, it then became a reality. I started to get sick. I would never get sick before I had kids. So then it was like, oh, self-fulfilling prophecy. Then it actually happened. So it became even more of a solidified belief. Then I created resistance. Anytime I heard someone cough, so I heard someone sniffle, I would get really resistant. And instead of just being focused on my own well-being and my own really strength of my immune system, I would focus on them and resisting. I remember a couple months ago, I was with Kelly Lewis, who's one of the instructors of the QSCA, and I was coughing and sneezing. We were together. We even shared a bed together. Nothing funky. And I was coughing and sneezing and everything, and I said, gosh, I hope you don't get sick. And Kelly said to me, you know what? I have a healthy immune system. I'm in total well-being. And I remember saying to her, good for you. But in my own mind, I was like, yeah, you don't have kids. There's that resistant thought. So when I told my husband the other day, it's like, you know what? I shouldn't be focused on how to get away from Crystal being sick. I need to really focus on how to create my own strength in my immune system. So I cleared my energetic grid, which I've given you below this video. I've given you an example of what I did. So every thought, every belief that I bring in now about sick people around me that are sick, is that I am healthy. Have a strong immune system, and now I will do the things that I need to do to take action. Maybe I need to take more herbs, maybe I need to eat more fruit. I actually just did acupuncture on the ship, which was really odd and very cool at the same time. So it's really about figuring out what you're resistant and not playing the victim, because here I was playing the victim and I was blaming Crystal. I was blaming Kendra for getting me sick, and that's not being an empowered creator. So I hope this is helping you, because I am now creating being strong, having a healthy immune system. Thank you.
So welcome back. You know, beliefs really become a belief because something gets planted into our minds. And we believe that belief without wholeheartedly thinking about it, without challenging it, And then we believe it, and then we start seeing evidence of it. So in the video, what was happening to me is I had the belief, because people were always telling me, when you have kids, you're gonna get sick. And I believed that. I thought, oh wow. And then I got kids, and then I started getting sick. And then it was getting more and more. So then I started taking my power away from me as a deliberate creator, and literally started, blaming everything outside of me. A little girl, a little baby named Crystal, blaming Crystal for getting me sick. And I'm happily to say that since I declared that on the Disney cruise, it's been 3 months and I haven't even had a sniffle. I am totally in well-being. My kids haven't had a cold. Everybody in the house is in well-being, because what we did is we took responsibility back. We took responsibility back for our health. And what we have control of is really increasing our own immune system. And when we do that, the power's back on us, what we can create, and it doesn't matter. So I really invite you to look at what your beliefs are about health. We have this belief in society that, as we get older, our bodies are going to deteriorate. And there's this image, even from the drug companies, being a pharmaceutical rep for so many years, that we're going to deteriorate and you're going to have to take all these different medications and, all the horrible things that are going to happen as our bodies deteriorate. We can live with a full vitality until the absolute day we pass on, till we transition. That doesn't have to be our reality. We choose what our reality is. Just because, our family had certain diseases like cancer or heart disease or things like that, it doesn't have to be true for you. If you believe, oh well, my mom and her mom all had breast cancer, so I probably will too. Well, you're also blaming something outside of yourself. You're taking your power outside of you instead of being a deliberate creator and being completely in total well-being. So as with everything, you choose what you create in your life. And so for me, declaring that and really getting that on that Disney cruise was that I'm in charge of my health. I'm in charge of my well-being. And I'm so happy to say that I'm more energetic and just more full of well-being than I ever have from having that contrast in my life. So let me know, what are your limiting beliefs on health? And what are you willing to change? What are you willing to challenge so that you're stepping into taking responsibility for your own health and not being a victim to what you think or what other people have told you is going to be your reality? So let me know. Let's continue the conversation below this video. I invite you to come to ChristyWhitman.com and sign up for my newsletter so you can receive more information on how to create what you want in your life. Remember, you are a deliberate creator. There's nothing that you can't attract in your life. Take responsibility for your life. Take responsibility for your power, own your power, and you too will create the life of your dreams. Thank you.